So as far as what I'm aware of and what other teachers have expressed to me, they haven't seen any major signs of Haley presenting symptoms of ADHD, but if it comes to the fact that you're witnessing major signs of ADHD, it is important that you notify us so that we can take the necessary measures to form treatment plans. As I mentioned before, that medication is a form of treatment for kids with ADHD, but not all kids do need medication. Um, Other things that we can do to help improve Haley's academics is putting her on like an education plan where there's a set of goals and a set of objectives that are set so that once the school year is done, we work towards that goal so that Haley can achieve each of those goals and objectives.
How long are the goals? Like weekly goals, monthly goals, like a yearly goal?
Commonly, the goals are yearly, so they're set at the beginning of the school year so that at the end of the school year, Haley and the teachers and caregivers involved can make sure Haley's working towards that goal so that she meets that goal at the end of the school year.
So it's like several goals for the whole year?
Yes. There are examples of goals placed half of the year, so from September to December, there can be a goal set so that Haley meets that goal for the quarter, and then from January to June, she meets that second goal. So it kind of depends on the goal that we're setting. If it's a short obtainable goal, it can be set for a quarter. But if it's like a long-term goal, it might be set from the beginning of the school year to the end of the school year. So mostly depends on where Haley's at and what we think she's capable of achieving in that specific period of time.
Okay.
Any other questions that you have?
What's the max number of people in this like alternative class you have?
So for the reading group, we're trying to keep it small so that each child gets the attention that it needs. So we were planning to do a group of 5 children each. So one teacher for each. So each of those, well, one teacher for those 5 children. In Haley's reading class, there are about 6 or 7 students who are more slower than the rest, but there are only a select few who are at Haley's level right now who do need more attention. So I think there are about 3 students in total in Haley's class that we will pull out so that they can have that one-on-one attention and receiving more services for the reading comprehension and the writing so that they can improve. There are other areas that other students in the class do need work on, and we are planning to have more teachers to come in and helping those students also. As of right now, we are kind of short on staff, so these plans won't be taking place right away, but we are working towards getting as many teachers as we can so that all the students get as much support as they need for the academics. And there's also another thing after school that can really help Haley and other students who are a little behind. Our after school program meets like a half hour after school, so you get like a 30-minute break from dismissal to the after school. And the after school takes place in the gym. So we set up a few areas extras like tables and seats so that each student who needs the help can get the help from other tutors and other teachers. We do provide snack for the after school, and the after school runs from 3:30 to 5:30. You don't have to stay the whole time, but we do end at 5:30, and we advise parents to be on time since we do have teachers who are working overtime to stay in after school and provide help for the students. Yeah, so the after school, the small group. Is there anything else that you?
Well, you said that you have low staff and like something about it not starting on time. So the reading class hasn't started yet, or it has, and should be placed in as soon as possible, or like it's not started, she has to wait.
The reading class has started. It's just the class where we pull Haley out of her general reading class. So we haven't. So all our teachers are completely filled. They have students in classrooms that they attend to, but we are hiring more teachers for not in general classrooms, but like student extra help teachers who can help the students who are needing the help. So kind of like I want to say the teacher's aide. They won't be the primary teacher, but they'll just help the teacher pull aside those students who need that specific help. We haven't hired enough staff, so we can't really take only a few students out without getting all the students the help they need. So in about a few weeks, we should have at least 10 teachers who can do the small reading groups and small math groups for the kids.
Okay. I mean, the teacher that's doing it now, is she a new teacher for Haley, or has she worked with her before?
She worked here before. She was on maternity leave last year, and she came back. Right now she's doing part-time because she has a newborn at home. But it would be her. Her name is Miss Sullivan, and there are 2 other teachers. We're just looking to hire about 6 more teachers so we can start this official out of classroom reading and math teaching session for the kids.
So right now she wouldn't be with a consistent teacher?
She would, but she just won't have that. She won't be able to get out of class to have that one-on-one time with the teacher. But she will be in her general reading class, but as of right now, she won't have that small reading program that we just talked about, where she gets pulled out of class.
So the small reading program hasn't started yet?
No, not yet. We're still looking for more teachers to teach that.
Okay. So what is she supposed to do in the meantime?
In the meantime, the primary teacher will do the best she can to attend to each student. It will not be easy since there's about 20 to 25 students per classroom and only 1 teacher.
Yeah.
So that is a problem that we're trying to address. But again, they'll do the best that they can to attend to each student and try to make sure that each student knows what they're doing and gets that sense of support. But we are working on trying to get more teachers in.
I mean, I'm just worried because she has trouble focusing, you know, and when she's reading and she can't do something, she gets a little frustrated and doesn't really want to do it. So if it takes a while to get her into the program, like, I don't know how she can really improve because there's so many kids in the classroom, you know, and all I can do is be patient, I guess.
Well, in the meantime, while we're hiring new teachers, what you can do at home is help Haley in her reading comprehension. So reading books to her every night, allowing her to read the books to you and you read the books to her. So kind of sharing the book and reading them together. What I encourage you to do